What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Ale Mamba. It is September 8, 2023, and here to talk to you about the tire shop business and multiple streams of income. And here you go. Today it is a Friday. It's 6 o'clock. We just closed right now, and I had, let me see, 5 guys plus me work today, and I was very happy when I saw one show up that I wasn't expecting, because then that pretty much guaranteed me I get an extra guy to rearrange the shop. So once I saw the guy, I was like, oh, this is what I'm gonna be doing today. You see the green rack right here? Well, this was inside the shop, and I've been wanting to take it out for a few days now, just to make extra room in the inside the shop, just for you know what, I really don't know why I wanted to make extra room. I just felt like I know I have room in the back somewhere for the extra rack, and I can make some room inside the shop. We will see what it benefits later on for the inside where the machines are at. But this is the final product of what we came up with today. So these are just tires that were just laying around in the way of the aisles under the car. So there's no specific, you know, formation of like these are supposed to be here. It was just pretty much, let's throw them in here, see how they go nice and tall, compared to like before they were just tires laying on the floor, which was random stuff. So what we did was we cleaned up that inside part. 18s with 18s go, 17s with 17s go, and we threw in the rims on the bottom, and I just threw some 20s in there, and then put this in front. It kind of covers up the view from rims, you know. There's no you don't want to make it too tempting for people sometimes. It's just a few rims, not much, you know, but it looks nice. I think it came out nice. Hopefully it stays like this, the walkway. We don't get all cramped up right here with tires all over the way. But this is what it did, so check it out. We organized the 19 section in the back, so now we have walking and walking outs, and then we got rid of those tires and we put them on the rack, so now we can walk very clearly. This is what I like. I like to walk around very easily. I don't want to be jumping around tires. Even if it had extra room, it's even better. And by the way, if I get in an order of a lot of tires or something, then we have a lot of room to stack tires, emergency status. But look at how clearly our walkway is now. I pushed those tires, 19s over there. And by the way, when you organize, you know how it is, guys. You bring out tires that you didn't know you had. So like I saw like a pair of these 275 40 19s. I saw a pair of 255 50 19s, 275 45 19s, which is a size that doesn't sell much. And I'm looking for that other set right here, 235 55 19s. I didn't know I had 4 of them, which is great. So now I can sell easier to someone who wants to buy a set of 4 and for more profit. I've been selling a lot of discounted tires, not as a lot of amounts, but like very consistently. A lot of used tires, of course, very consistent labors, patches, just customers always coming in for something. So made the walking out much cleaner now. It took out tires. We put them to the new space what we have over here. I just love to show you guys my shop. It takes a lot of work, guys. It's just so much work to organize. I put new ones right here where they go 17s to the 17s. You know, we, like I said the last time, we had all these 17s, only 17s. So like we had a rack of 16s, and it kind of fell out of place because sometimes like 3 days in a row I would forget that there's 16s here. And so I was like, it doesn't fit here. So I'm like, let's get them out and put 17s here. So these are all 17s. There's actually more room. When you organize, there's always more room that's created. It's awesome. I love it. And we moved some 20s around. See, there's more room now. Up there we put some stack up there, we put them up there. 18s, just, you know, random places, random stuff. But I put some new ones that were in the shop. I put them down here. We just got to know this section is for the 16s. And here we go. This is our spot now. We're gonna pretty much keep it permanent. So it's always getting better, right, when you're organizing. So we got all 16s. We have 16s. 16s. This is our new spot. We got 16s. We got 16s. And then from here we go 18s. So we got 18s. This whole rack is 18s. And of course, all this is 18s, and all this I was back then 18s. It might not look like much work that was done today, but it was a lot of work. When you organize, you have to clean also on the floor. You don't want to just get tires out and put tires in, because you don't know how long it's going to be before you get into the spot again. And so what you do is you sweep, and then you throw water in, right? Pretty much cleans out the spot. And we'll start like fresh. We want to start fresh from our organization. So I'll just show you to the front what we did recently. I don't know why I did this. I just wanted to do it for like a few days now. But the point is, it did make some room for us. And we will find out what really happens over here on this side. So this has always been organized really nice. I hope you can see because it's kind of dark. But the rack, that green rack that was in the back, it was back there. So I took it out, and I'm able to push this one a little bit more. And this one I was able to push a lot more. So I just wanted to like have a little bit more room when we're balancing. And this is, I can step around more. Everybody can step around more. This one, you know, if we want to use this machine, but we usually use that one, so it does make room for here. This was more this way, so now there's more working area right here. So it was a gain of a little bit of room there, and it was a gain of a little bit of room there. And we don't really use this machine unless it's kind of like emergency, but yeah, it made some room here too. But here it is. This is the final product of I know it's all dirty because we were working today and stuff, but the rack was there. So again, we will find out what really goes down with that in the future. I just really was like, let me take out that rack, and I'll see what happens later. But let me just take you to this side too. We got a little bit of better organization. I know it seems like not again the organizing, right? But it's just the same thing over and over, guys, when it comes to this. It pretty much shows progress, at least every single day. And you have more organization, the more money you're gonna make. So but which really brings me to the whole topic of today was how to make things easier for your guys. And number one thing, of course, is you already seen what it looks like when it's organized. And yeah, you're like, yeah, same thing, you know. I'm a tire shop owner too. You know, this video is made for you have a shop already, you have guys already, and you know, you want to be more efficient. So here you go. Everybody knows you're supposed to organize, but the thing is that when you're not here, when I'm not here, and they're like, okay, well, where's the 16th section? Well, everybody knows now this whole area is the 16th section. We also got up there today and we put 18s. All the outside is a 235, 45, 18s, a massive amount of tires in that size. And then 225, 50, 18s, we put more on this side. But 18s are on the top. All those are 18, but those are random 18s. And then we go to the 16s over there. But my people recently, you know, are adjusting to the racks. And I just wanted to make it easier for them. And there is no 16s over here. Nothing over here. Nothing over here 16s. There's only this little, but everybody knows these little tires that are the small 16s. So I mean, small 16s, you separate them from the big ones because it's like you don't want to get it confused, mix them in there. It'll be hell for everybody. But if you got a little rack for 16s only, small ones, you separate it from everybody else, and it's like, okay, I know where to find them. But the point is, like, everything's 17s now, including this rack. If I order more, it's gonna be easily just put in there. And the point is, like, you will make more money if your people will just go and find the tires real fast. And yeah, there's some guys that have really good guys on their team, at least one guy. And you know, I feel like they deserve to have everything in their place. And yeah, some of those guys can put things in order on their own, but not really everything when it comes to like structuring the shop. And if that guy can get it right, but you know, a lot of people won't be able to get it right, which is the 90% of the workers. They're not gonna be able to like do things on their own. They're not gonna be able to as in like organize on their own is what I'm saying. And they're not gonna be able to like find them when it comes to crunch time, because you know, when it's like, okay, I need that size, all of a sudden your mind goes to, okay, this is the area where it's supposed to be at, and if it's not here, it's like, oh shit, what now? And then like once you're like more calm, you're like, oh yeah, like there's some over there. So you know, if they're all in one area, it's gonna be the best. And they just like, it took me a long time to like get to this point right here when it comes to like, okay, there's only 16s in the 16s now, there's only 17s in the 17s. Before there was a big mixture. If and this is actually just an example, there's new 16s, which is all those, then it's like only new 16s. There's no used ones in there. So again, when it's crunch time, your mind changes a little bit. It becomes more like survival mode, right? So like it goes to like the spot. And when you're able to think a little bit clearer, which is not in survival mode, and then you're like, oh yeah, I had them over here, and it's like, damn, it's too late. So that's why it was very important for me to like put the sections right. And like, even if I put the new ones, just like random new ones, like, you know, it's been a while since we even sold some of these. But the point is, like, at least it has a chance to be found. And it's not gonna be like, oh damn, I could have sold those, they've been here for a long time. Oh well, next time. But it's gonna take a long time the next time, right? So this is what I do, guys. When you have a lot of guys like I did today, and all of them are mounting, dismounting, you gotta be the setup guy. So you gotta set them up for success. That's how you're gonna win. Like I put the other day, business championships. You have to be the one, like that one quarterback, right? You have to be the one that sets everything up. And so like you gotta be the one finding the tires when the people are looking for them. I'm sorry, when the customers are asking for them, and they mount it, they do the work, right? If everybody is busy and you're kind of like not busy because everybody's doing their job, then you go now and do like the lifting the cars and taking them off while they mount the tires, and they have a blowout and they have like a spare tire, and you do that. So like you're really gonna be best off doing that as a tire shop owner. You gotta be kind of like distancing yourself a little bit from the work, and do things like minimal to like navigate, and so like they will do the heavy lifting, because like what happens a lot of times is you gotta charge the customer, you gotta help a new customer that came in, another one came in, and you want to be free. You want to be free to do things. So like it's not like you're not gonna do anything, but you really want to have your time free to make another sale you know, to the customers want to always tell you stories, right? If you own the tire shop, they always want to do like long stories, and it's like, all right, well, you got a little bit of time, listen to the story. And by the way, it's funny how it is, right? Like, man, you just want the order. Like the owner, I just want the order so I can give it to my guy and do it. I got the order so I can give it to this guy and do it. But they give you a long story, and then finally the order. And you know, if you're not really close to the customer, you have to listen to the story. If you're really close to them, like a friend or something, then you can just cut them up. Or what do you want? You get the order, have the guy do it, and then they can tell you the story, right? But you can't do that with a regular customer. You have to like hear it. So that's why you want to be free. You want to be doing and not, again, it's not about being lazy. It's not about, you know, being the boss and, you know, less work. It's not about that, like, oh, leveraging whatever, right? You're doing it because like you want the shop to be smoothly flowing, just in and out, cars in and out and in and out. So like another thing is navigation of the cars when they come in. You got to know how your shop is set up. In my shop, we have the cars coming from Main Street, which is on this side of the shop, and then we want them to roll out through Arrow Highway. And sometimes we have cars that are in the back that just want air or something, or it's all locked up right here. Like today was all locked up in the back. We had cars like over here, we had cars over there, and it was like locked up, and there was like cars over there, and it was like, well, do you want to bring them on this side is a question. But it, like for me, I was like, okay, if I put them over there, which I did, then the cars can just exit over here, and the cars can just exit over there, go like this. And the car came, but I was like, all right, it just wants air, then we'll put air. I told them ahead of time, like it was, you know, customers, but pretty cool guy. And he's like, oh, I just want air. I was like, all right, cool, then stay here, put air. And then by the time we were done with this car, he already knew. So then he was, you know, backing out, you know, because this car's already leaving. You know, kind of in a way the customer was forcing them out. It wasn't me, right? But I set him up like that. Like people, we want to talk and stuff, and it's like we can talk a little bit, but not a long time, because we got a whole bunch of cars, you know. So another thing is like the whole talking part. You know, you want to set up your shop that you're the one taking in all the talking part, if possible, like the long stories and stuff. If you are being very efficient, you know, you're the one that's gonna be able to talk to the customer, and you're gonna be really good at like navigating the conversation to like some people get it, like, you know, oh yeah, like he's busy, like, okay, yeah, this is what I want, right? And then there's some people that don't get it, like they just want to talk, and then, you know, that's when you really gotta be like good at what you're doing. So like you kind of have to like cut them a little fast. Like if you know it's gonna be like a long conversation because you already done this a long time, like you gotta come real quick. Oh yeah, what we're gonna help you out with? Sorry. And they're like, oh yeah, this. And then they continue talking. That's cool. Like they can steal your time. You know, they can waste your time. But the car's gotta be flowing. The workflow has gotta be flowing. That guy's gotta be patching the tire. That guy's gonna be putting the new one. That guy's gonna be putting the used one. And that guy's gonna be, you know, putting labor on the other ones. You know, so it's gonna get confused. So when the time going and you're wasting your time, you know, this guy, you know, yapping away, right? But hey, you know, it is what it is. That's the business, you know, like waste my time. I don't want you to be wasting the workers' time, you know. Like when I see my workers talking, and then I gotta go over there and cut them. Like, hey, you know, kind of, you can't be like yapping with the kid. That's gonna be my job. Like, you know, like waste my time. I don't want them to waste my workers' time, because if that guy doesn't do his job, then it can clog up the whole like line. And if you can do something about it, which is what I'm talking about right now, then it would be that. It was like, don't let the workflow stop. Don't let the car stop. Just keep it rolling. Even though you're gonna have some workers that are a little slower, which is fine. Not my guys. My guys are all good, right? Like they're real good at fast, keeping the pace and all that. But there has been a lot of times throughout the years when I needed people and I had to get the not the best ones but you know, they worked, but they were slower at doing things. Like, man, this guy's not efficient, but it's better than not having anything. Then it's like, even with those guys that are slower, it still moves faster with them on a car and your whole team on the other jobs than if that guy was yapping away or he wasn't even there. And everything makes a big difference when it comes to like consistency, because what I'm talking about is like an all-day job, an all-day everyday thing. And this is when it's busy, right? This, like, when it's crunch time, when there's a lot of work and you gotta, you know, be out there too, then that's when you gotta navigate. That's when you gotta be taking the yappers, right? You gotta be looking for the tires in the back and getting them and going forward right away. And if you have a really well organized shop, it's gonna be just come back, get the tire, and go forward. It's not gonna be like a long time, like digging and digging. It happens once in a while, but normally it doesn't. If I don't got the tire, which, you know, a lot of times it could happen. I just, you know, I sell out of a certain size. Let's just say, again, if I'm looking for like a 255 35 18 in the used, and it's like, hopefully I have one, but I look and I don't find one. It's like, well, I gotta go back real quick and, you know, let them know I don't have that. Maybe you want to buy a new one, maybe you want to change the size to other ones, right? And then but you gotta, you know, go real quick and do that. You gotta like handle that job real fast. You gotta handle that the customer real fast and just keep the workflow going. So the reason I'm telling you this is because as you get busier, even we have just like 2 guys or whatever, one of the main things you need, that's the most powerful thing to grow in a business, is speed. Everybody's busy and everybody wants their job fast, and you know, things changed. It's not even like money no more. It's like, you know, I just want the job done good and fast, and I gotta get the hell out. You know, like, I gotta get my job, or I gotta do, you know, pick up kids or whatever. And you know, they'll pay, and so you gotta have a shop pretty much grooming to those. And that's what my shop is. It's speed. Gets busy, but get the cars out. You want used, you want new, whatever. You know, I invest a lot of money. That's my job. Work really hard, invest my money to make sure I have the tires. And just an example, like right here, check it out. This is my job right here. See this size? I just told you about the size earlier. I'm picking on the size because it's like really hard nowadays. But guess what? I have them in stock in case people want them. So how much that I have to pay for each one? Let's say it's like close to $100 each. So I had to, you know, make $100 each one, invest in the tires, and they're gonna sit for who knows how long, right? So I invested money in my shop. It's just sitting there, and then one day they're gonna come and they're gonna need them. And it's like, well, you know what? I don't have used, but I have new. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll buy them. I don't care. Let's do it. I gotta get out. My tires are gone. Hell yeah. I'm happy you guys have them in stock. You know, by the way, a lot of shops don't even have this size in stock, because it's not a common one, you know, but it sells. Like here, it does sell in my shop. And I mean, here's another one. Check it out. Over here. Those bottom ones are 235/80/17 Mesa, right? The brand is Mesa. Made by Cooper, made in USA, or a partner of Cooper. The quality of Cooper, look how the quality is. It even looks like a Cooper, but inexpensive price compared to a Cooper. But I wanted a better quality tire here than what I currently have. So check it out. I got these because the customer wanted them, but I'm gonna return them. 235/80/17. Here they are. I held them here, but you know, I don't really like them myself because it has that like that bulginess on the side. They just look weird, right? And it's like thin on top, wide on the bottom, and it's just weird. And it's like people look at them and they're like, oh, kind of like weird. Can you have another brand? I'd rather wait, get a better brand. And I just held them here because the customer wanted them, and he bought my Toyos I had in stock instead. So I had a great job. I did a great job at holding Toyos for a while, like probably 4 to 6 months. They sold, and the ones he ordered stayed here, and which is cool. It's just that now I'm gonna get rid of those, return them, and get these instead, which is a better looking tire. It's just like a straight, you know, it doesn't bulge out like that. It just looks weird, right? But again, I bought those today. I paid out of my pocket. Those are about 110 each that I paid for, and I invested in the shop. They're gonna stay there, or anywhere I put them, maybe in there someday. And they will sell one day to somebody that needs them. They're like, bad. I was like, damn, like I only want new. I don't want used. What do you have? I got that brand, USA brand. They sell for this much. All right, put them on, and I'll make more money. But that's gonna be more like an emergency, like maybe like on the holidays, right? Or it's gonna be like when I'm super busy and they want them now. And you know, if you leave the shop when it's like crunch time, when all those cars are all over the place, you're losing money. You know, one way or another, you're losing money if you leave for a reason, to get tires or whatever, right? And sometimes you have to do that. You have no choice. You have a good customer there. You know you can get them right now, and it's not that far. Then you have to like just leave and get those tires, and lose a little money in it, but you got your very good customer very happy, because that guy recommends you a lot of customers. That guy brings you a lot of business. Whatever it is, he's a very good customer. You cannot disappoint him. You have to go get those tires. But what if you already had them in stock? You can, you know, you can make him happy at the same time and not waste your own money, or you know, potentially make money on things that are going down when you have like a very busy tire shop. So you know, all it is, ladies and gentlemen, is more money invested here, and it's still gonna sell. It's just that you got to work harder to make that money and keep it at the shop. And by the way, I was in that boat too. It's like, nah, I don't have to do that. Like, I'm already doing good in the business. Like, it's just a whole lot of work buying a whole bunch of tires, because it's gonna be a whole lot of work investing. I'd rather, like, you know, save my money a little bit, and you know, I gotta buy this. By the way, I can't even do it because I gotta buy this, I gotta buy that. But I know how it is, guys. Like, when I was also growing, it was the same way. I just didn't magically have a whole bunch of business. It was very, very hard work and effort throughout the years. But the point is, like, it doesn't have to be always choking and growing, right? Like today, I worked, you know, paid my bills, the guys, profit also, but at the same time, I bought a little extra tires. Just an example, I'll take like those. Yeah, I got some over there, and then right here, check it out. 235, 75, 15, just in case, right? So just in case is right here. 235, 75, 15. I had this one, I had this one, I had this one, I had this one. But yeah, customer asked me for 5, a potential customer. So I ordered the 5th one, right? I don't have to do it, but just in case, he will come, because he asked, you know, what about tomorrow? What time you open, close, whatever. I only had 4, he wants 5. I ordered another one. I keep it there. I invested I think I paid $80 for that one. So then, like, all right, I keep it there just in case he comes. He buys 5 tires at one time. He becomes very happy. And I'm happy I made a sale of 5 tires. If I don't sell them, if he don't come through, which he didn't even tell me he was gonna come through, he's just a really good potential customer of a very good potential customer. I'm sorry, of a very good customer. And pretty much it was like, yeah, it's kind of like a for sure. But if he doesn't come in, then I have an extra tire. I just got my money that I paid for, but in the future, you know, I'm still gonna like buy more of those tires. When I sell 4, I'm gonna buy, let's say, 3 more, because I already have the 4th one. And you know, little by little, every single day, that's just the way it's gotta be. You just gotta always invest in it. It is what it is. That's just the way it is. But it's a good thing, though. It's not a bad thing, because when you have more money in the business, you're gonna make more. And yeah, so like, just an example, like these right here, 225, 75, 16s. I don't know why there was a mistake. They were ordered twice. It wasn't me, it was my manager. But the customer came, did a good job. I think it comes out in one of the videos I recorded that, you know, I recorded when we were doing live mounting and stuff, which is fine that they're there. I mean, I paid for them, they're sitting there. If all of a sudden someone comes and like buys them tomorrow, I want better quality, because I already have GT radios in that size. I like to carry a lot of those because I have a lot of companies that use this size. And so, you know, it's just that if I don't want to, you know, wait until these sell, then I'll just return them, and you know, I'll get a credit on my account where I buy tires. So it, you know, it's again, it's just, you just gotta think, you know, just work real freaking hard, and don't worry about like putting so much money in the business. And I know it's a never-ending thing, by the way, and it's not, I'm trying to be like, you know, I'm not trying to like sell $1 million a year when it comes to like sales. You know, I know there's big shops that do that. On the smaller shops, you know, most don't even come close to that. If I keep growing, I'm, you know, pretty sure I'll get to that point one day, but it's not my goal. You know, my goal is to invest in real estate and keep growing my portfolio. And I mean, you know, yesterday I was out in Bakersfield and checking out my properties for the first time. One of them, it was like, damn, this thing needs a paint job, man. I got a freaking paint. So I call my paint guy. He's like, hey, dude, I gotta paint this freaking buildings. It was 3 buildings I gotta paint. But the point is, like, that's my end goal, is like real estate, you know, make properties better, invest in them, get them, you know, like, I feel like, dude, all I do is like, I work so hard to like make my assets life better and shit, you know, like, I work so hard to like make my tire shop have a better life for the tire shop, or whatever, however you say it, right? I work so hard for my properties to have a better life and shit. And it's like, true, it's like, damn, like I freaking spend all my energy, I freaking, you know, freaking have all these customers and all that. It's like, damn, it's all that money just goes to like back into the business or back to my properties, and it just grows and grows and grows. But the good thing is that one day, you know, I won't have to work like at all. Like, it doesn't matter whatever I want to do. If I just want to build cars all day and just order parts all day, it's gonna be like that one day when it comes to the properties. But right now, it's just grow and grow the business with the tire shop, and grow the you know, the properties, buy more units. You know, my goal is to one day have 100 units. Right now, my goal is to have 50 streams of income. Once I accomplish that, my goal is gonna turn into 100 rental properties, units, not properties, but units. Multifamily, you know, so you can buy some with 10, 8, whatever. Just learning more how to acquire without, like, you know, busting your ass so hard. Right now, I think it's a great time to like have the style of business that I have now, because of the economy that's slowing down a bit. But in the future, when it's gonna be growing again, like in 8 years, 10 years, or whatever, then it's gonna be like, all right, you can take more risks by like leveraging more, because it's not gonna be nothing but going up. But the point is, I'll be learning the whole time from, like, you know, I feel I have a lot of years to keep going with the business. I have a lot of years already under my belt. We're gonna keep going forward. All I do is just gonna be stacking more knowledge and stacking more knowledge from here on, and I'll be able to knock out that goal one day when I'm like in my 60s, my guess, you know, because I want to be more mainly in I don't know, maybe 50s or whatever. I don't know, just, you know, I don't know. But, you know, I love the California properties. I don't want to go out of state no more. If I have to, I'll do it, but I want to be here. So that's my goals. But the point is, like, this is gonna take me to my goals. This whole new addition to the shop, more tires, more sales. You know, recently I got more workers, yeah, we're just gonna make it easier for them by doing those things. In turn, more sales, more profit for the owner, and you can now invest it all again and get broke again in real estate, right? But that's just a cycle. But and that's how it is. That's how we're gonna live, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. See you next time. Mamba out.